Hello friends, my name is Esther and this is Q-Est Fashion Hub. Can you see the skirt on your screen? Today I'm going to be teaching you how I transform the skirt into this two-piece you're seeing on your screen. So guys, if this is your first time of seeing this channel, you're definitely welcome. Please hit that button up there, that subscribe button. It is free of charge. Hit that subscribe button and join the family. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back to watch my videos. So this fabric is a very stretchy one, so I'm going to be cutting both the front and the back panel together. I'm going to be needing a very stretching fabric for this tutorial. It's a very simple one. It's something you can do. Okay, just relax and listen properly. Okay, I'm going to be using 13 inches and the measurement I have there is 15 inches, okay, all together. So I'm marking 1 inch for the upper hemming allowance, okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and rule my lines also. So I'll mark the actual length of the shirt, which is 13 inches. So the other 1 inch at the bottom, I'm going to be using it to hem the shirt at the bottom, okay. So after that, that's the hemming allowance. I'm pointing there, okay. I'm just ruling the hemming allowance, okay. So from that point, that line on top, I'm going to start on my measurement from that point, okay. The first thing I'm going to do is to mark my hip line, which is 8 inches, okay. This is me just marking my hip line all the way so that it will help me connect my lines, okay, together. So after that, I connected my lines, okay. The next measurement I'm going to be taking is my crotch depth, which is 10 inches, okay. I'm going to be marking 10 inches right here. So marking 10 inches from my crotch depth, okay. Just go ahead and measure yours. Mine is 10, so that is what I'm marking all the way there. So I will extend it also to this part and mark 10 inches or so, okay. And I'm connecting my points together. After connecting my points, okay, so I'm going to be moving to my hip measurement, okay. I'm going to be dividing my hip by 4. The hip I'm working with is 37, so 37 divided by 4 is 9.25. So because my fabric is very stretchy, I'm going to be subtracting 1 inch from all my measurements, okay. So if you're working with a stretchy fabric, I beg your pardon, you can go ahead and subtract 1 inch. So this is me just marking 8.25 instead of 9.25, okay. So I'll go ahead and mark it on the waistline and on the hip line also. So I'm also going to mark the same 8.25 at the crotch line also, okay. So after marking my 8.25, I'm going to be marking 1.5 inches for the crotch at the crotch line also, just to create my curve, okay. So that is me just marking my 1.5 inch for that crotch line, and I'm going to be creating my curve at the crotch line, okay. So I want you to note that this shirt is not going to be having side seam, okay. I'm not going to be joining it at the side, so I'm cutting both the front and the back together, and the both sides is not going to be having joining. That's what I mean, okay. So moving to my thigh measurement, my actual thigh measurement is 22 inches, but for this shirt I took the measurement very tight because I want it very fitted. So the measurement I took was 19 inches. So 19 divided by 2 is 9.5. So like I said earlier, I'm going to be subtracting 1 inch from every of my measurements, okay. So what I'm going to be marking here is 8.5 instead of 9.5, okay. So this is me just marking my 8.5. I'm also going to go to the hem line and mark my 8.5. So I'll just connect my lines together, my points together like this. Okay, after connecting my points, I'm going to come to the waistline. Because this shirt is not going to be having an elastic, the fabric is very stretchy, I will not be using an elastic for it, so I'm just going to divide my waistline by 2. Okay, the waistline on a norms, you should know where to shape your waist. If the shirt is going to be having a joining at the side, you should be shaping your waist from this side. Can you see? But because it's not going to be having joining at the side seam, I'm going to be shaping my waist from this front. Someone will be saying, this is strange. Yes, it is good to try new things, and it came out perfectly. Trust me. So I'm going to be shaping my waist, and the waist I'm working with is 31 inches. 31 divided by 4 is 7.75. Okay, so I'm going to be dividing it by 4 instead of 7.75. Can you see? I'm going to be marking 6.75. Like I said earlier, I'll be subtracting 1 inch from every of my measurements. Okay, this is me just marking 6.75 right here. And I'm going to connect this point to meet with my crotch line. Okay, can you see what I'm doing? I'm doing this because I don't want joining at the side, so I'm cutting both the front and the back together. So after connecting my line, I'm just going to grab my scissors and start cutting. So at this point, I'm just cutting my shorts. Okay, so I will mark the same measurement, the waist measurement at that point. Also, remember I added 1 inch for the upper hemming allowance. So this is me just cutting. Watch me closely. Can you see the line I'm cutting? Not the first one. Okay, this is the one I'm cutting. Make sure you watch closely so that you not cut the wrong place. Okay, so this is me just cutting my lines and cutting. So guys, if you are enjoying this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Okay, and drop a comment for us. Okay, so this is me just cutting and cutting. Sorry. So at this point, once you're done cutting, you will discover that you're having just 2 pieces instead of 4 pieces. Okay, can you see? This is one, and that's the second one. Okay, this is both the front and the back. Set this aside and move to the cutting of the tube top. Okay, this is the tube top. The length I'm working with is 14 inches. Okay, what I did was to divide my upper bust by 4 inches. Okay, my upper bust is 32 inches. Divided by 4 is 8 inches. Okay, I'm going to be subtracting 1.5 inches from 8 inches. That is because my fabric is so stretchy. If you're using a fabric that is not stretchy, you can leave it that way. Okay, I'll subtract 1.5 inches from it. So instead of marking 8 inches, I'm going to be marking 6.5 inches on this part. Can you see? Okay, this is the upper part. I'm going to be marking 6.5 inches. This is me marking 6.5 inches. I will divide it by 2. Remember I said it's 14 inches, so half of it is going to be 7 inches. And at that point, I'm going to be marking 6 inches. So whatever you have at your upper part, you subtract 1 inch from it, or half an inch. But in my own case, I'm subtracting half an inch from it. Sorry, that is because my fabric is stretchy. So at the hem line, I also mark 6.5 inches. So this is me connecting my lines together. Okay, so subscribe to this channel and drop a comment. Okay, so at this point, I'm done cutting. Can you see? This is both the front and the back piece together. Okay, so this is my band that I'm going to be using for the upper part. The band is measuring 4 inches by 13 inches. If you open it up, it's going to be 4 inches, but if you fold it, unfold, it's going to be 2 inches. So I will just place it this way, I'll fold it and place it this way, and I will join it to the upper part. I will do the same thing to the other part. Okay, join it also. So I will set this aside. For the shorts, I'm just going to be joining the inseam. Can you see? Fold it this way into 2, and I'm going to be joining this part inseam. Can you see? Can you see that part? I'll join it by 1/2 inch, okay? And I'll also do the same thing to the second one, okay? So I'll join all of this and I'll come back. So I'm done joining both the front and the back, okay? Can you see? What I did was to hem the upper part and the down part, and I also joined the inseam. Sorry guys. So use zigzag stitch for this part. Can you see? That is because the fabric is very stretchy, okay? So that's what I did here. If you don't have a zigzag mesh, you can go ahead and use a regular stitch, okay? So for the tube top, I've joined the band. Can you see? I love this color combination, red and black. It's so beautiful, okay? So I did the same thing to the other one. Can you see? Wow, it's coming together already. So I'm going to be placing it right side facing right side. Can you see? You can hem the bottom of your own also. So my own is already hemmed. That is because it was a top that I was no longer wearing. So I decided to convert it. So but if your own is not a top that is hem, you can hem it, okay? So this is me placing both together. I'm going to be joining the side by the allowance I left, okay? I'll join the side, and for the short, I'm going to be joining it also. Okay? Can you see the way I'm holding it? Okay. So at this point, we're going to be joining the crotch line. I'll place it right side facing right side. Can you see it? And I'm going to stitch it all the way to the end, to the part I'm holding, okay? And I'll also stitch the other part like so. So I will do all of these and then come back, and I will come back to show you the final look. So this is the final look of this project. It's looking so beautiful and lovely. The color combination is so beautiful. So friends, this is the back view. Can you see? When I put it on, it was so fitted and smart on me. I love the outcome of it. So guys, if this tutorial has been helpful to you, please show some love. Don't forget to like this video, drop a comment, share, and subscribe to this channel. It is free of charge. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, okay, and join this amazing family. Okay, my name is Esther and this is Q-Est Fashion Hub. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, and show some love. Don't stop learning, keep learning. Bye.